In this video, we're going to learn a little bit about Splunk. Now, what Splunk is basically is it's a data analysis tool, and it allows the deep analysis of machine data. Now, when I'm talking about machine data, I'm talking about machine-readable data and human-readable data generated from things such as servers and embedded devices, usually log files. Now, log files can be pretty big. So what Splunk does is it allows the indexing and the research and the search and the data mining through these large files. Now, what Splunk does is it's able, through different algorithms and indexing techniques, to dig through terabytes of log files. We're talking a lot of data here, and not single log files as well. What we can do is we can take, maybe dozens of log files and put them in a zip file, and then have Splunk go through all of them. Now, not only does Splunk go through flat files such as log files, it can be used with other data sources as well, such as OLTP or relational database management systems, such as Oracle, SQL Server, or DB2. So we can use Splunk for relational databases such as Oracle. Now, in addition to transactional databases, we can use Splunk with NoSQL databases such as Cassandra, where we may want to look through key value pairs, or if we want to look through something like unstructured or semi-structured data, Splunk would be a really good tool for that. Now, also we can use Splunk with tools such as Hadoop. So if we're using like Redis or other data stores that were used for perhaps MapReduce purposes, we can use Splunk to actually look through that data and analyze that as well. Now, Splunk has grown and matured significantly since its earlier versions. So let's go over briefly the functionality that you can achieve in Splunk. It really allows for advanced and complex searches. You might look at it and say, well, what's the big deal? It looks over log files, but it has its own language, really, that what we can do is we can have something very similar to a query where we can actually do some advanced filtering and search for, complex patterns. Now, what we can do is after we get data back, we can save those results and we can save and export them. So if we wanted to, we can take the results of our search and export them into another tool if we wanted to do some additional data mining and perhaps some data visualization. Now, we can also take our search tags and fields and create them and save them. So what we can do is if we needed to do those searches later, we could kind of just bring up those tags and fields that we were searching on and then rerun them. And we can also have events and alerts where Splunk can actually tell us certain things that happen at certain times. And with all of this, we can create some pretty rich reports and some complex dashboards that kind of put the whole system together for us. Now let's take a look at where you can run Splunk.